welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and today we are going to be doing my November TBR. So I'm filming this video a little bit earlier in the month than I normally would because I'm going to be gone the last week of October. So I could still potentially read these books. I don't know what mood I'm going to be in November, so it's kind of a weird list of just like some ones that I think I want to read before the end of the year, so I'm hoping to get to in November or December. So I put them on my November TBR so that I could just like remind myself, hey, these are the ones that I wanted to read. So I have a pretty good number of ones that are just random, different ones that I've been in the mood for, and I'm gonna just share them with you. Like always, we are gonna start with the new releases. There are definitely not as many this month as there were in October, but there are still a few that I'm absolutely going to get to in November. The first one is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. I feel like this is going to be on a lot of people's TBRs. I adored Fourth Wing, and the second book, Iron Flame, comes out November 7th, and I am so excited about it. I pre-ordered it. I'm going to read it on the day. I am super excited about it. I think it's going to be fabulous. I am very excited. If you don't know, this is a fantasy romance series that follows dragon riders, a heroine named Violet when she goes to a war college to become part of the military and the dragon riders. And it's so interesting, so good. I loved it. Can't wait for the second one. Another new release that I have is After the Storm by Laura Pavlov. This is the final book in this series. This is the Cottonwood Cove. I think this is Cottonwood Cove series. I have adored this series. Some of my favorite books are on this series, and I am so excited for this last one. It's going to be Single Dad. The hero has a little daughter, and I believe it's going to be Second Chance, and I'm really excited. I love this series. Like I said, Laura Pavlov is one of my favorites, so I know that this one is going to be good. The other new release that I have is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. This one also comes out on November 7th. I am going to see Lauren Asher in November. I have tickets to a signing of hers, and I am so excited to see her. So I am going to try and read this book before the signing, but I don't know if I'll get to it before the signing, but I definitely want to read it in November. I think it's going to be really good. I honestly don't even know what it's about, but I really like books by Lauren Asher in the past, so I'm excited about this one. Okay, and then we have one other new release, which is not really a new release, but it's a new audiobook release, and that is King of Greed by Anna Huang. This one came out in paperback in October, and I'm jealous of everyone who got to read it in October, and the audiobook doesn't come out until November 15th, so I'm definitely going to drop everything on the 15th and read this book because I have been dying for this book. I love this Kings of Sin series by Anna Huang. It's so freaking good, and I have been literally melting and bursting into flames and dying because of the teasers that Anna Huang has posted about King of Greed. And this is a marriage in trouble romance, which is not my favorite at all. It's one of my least favorite tropes, actually. But for some reason, I'm so excited about this book. I think it's going to be so good. I'm very excited. Can't wait to read it. So jealous, like I said, of everyone who got to read it in October. Now, like I said, we just have random ones that I've been in the mood for recently that I want to get to before the end of the year, so I'm putting them on my November TBR. So the first one is Hidden Scars by Andy Jackson. This is a hockey romance. It's been on my radar for a while, but I finally am putting it on my TBR because the audiobook came out recently within the last couple of months, so I'm definitely going to want to now prioritize it because the audiobook is out. I think it'll be easier to read, and I'm excited about it. Another one that I definitely want to read is Again the Magic. This is actually one that was on my 15 books to read before the end of the year video, which I will link down below if you haven't seen it, but I have only read I think 5 or 6 books off of that list, so I definitely want to get to more, and Again the Magic is definitely one of them. I am very excited about this, but obviously I've been apprehensive because it's one of those ones that I'm like, I think that I'm gonna love it so much that I've been putting it off. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I do that. I know that this is so many people's like all-time favorite historical, so I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be great. Then we have The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. This is one that I mentioned in a video recently. It was my 5 priority books on my TBR by new authors, and this is one of them. I'm really, really excited about it. A couple of people that I know have absolutely loved it when they've read it, so I'm really excited about it. It's a single dad nanny romance. She had an OnlyFans, and he was one of her top watchers, and now she's his nanny, which I think is going to be great. Another one that I have is Caught Up by Liz Tomford. I loved The Right Move. I read it in October. I'm obsessed with it. Ryan Shea, absolute prince. And so I want to read Caught Up. It came out in October, and now that I'm caught up in the series, I want to read this one, and I'm very, very excited about it. Then we have Sleet Kitten by S.J. Tilley. Honestly, most of S.J. Tilley's backlist is now on my TBR. I have read a couple of books by her and become obsessed. I've loved them so, so much, so I want to read more of her backlist. And this one is a start of her hockey series. It's the first one in her hockey series, so I really want to read that one because you guys know that I love my hockey romances. And then the other one that I want that's like main priority is Mr. Sin, which is the first one in the Sin series, I think is what it's called. So those two are like the main S.J. Tilley ones that I want to read, but Sleek Kitten is the only one that I like officially wrote down on my November TBR. Then I have Who's Your Daddy by Lauren Rowe. This one is a new release by Lauren Rowe. It came out a couple of months ago, and I have read almost every book by Lauren Rowe, so I want to read this one. I think it's going to be fun. I always really loved Lauren Rowe. I think that her books are always really fun, enjoyable, kind of silly, and I just am feeling that vibe, and I think this one's age gap, and so I'm excited about it. Then we have Liars Like Us by J.T. Geisinger. This one, I have really liked Morally Gray Heroes recently. I've just like really been in the mood for that, and I know that this one features a morally gray hero, so I want to try that one out. I've liked some books by J.T. Geisinger. I love Savage Hearts and Brutal Vows from her Queens and Monsters series. Those are 2 of my favorite Mafia books, so I definitely want to read some more by J.T. Geisinger. The last one that I have on my TBR officially is Pucking Wild by Emily Rath. I read Pucking Around in October. Loved it. 5 stars. Obsessed. That one is a reverse harem one, and I know that this one is not a reverse harem one, so I'm a little bit sad about that, but I really liked the writing in Pucking Around, so I want to read more Emily Rath. I loved the whole like world of the hockey team, and I think I know who this one is about. I think it's the heroine from book 1's best friend, and also the one of the players on the team, and I think it's reverse age gap, so I think it's older woman, younger man, which sounds great. So I'm excited about it. I think it'll be great. I have the audiobook on loan from my library, so I'm hoping that the loan comes in November, but I think it'll be great. I'm really excited about it. So those are the ones that I have on my like written down list. I have so many more that I want to get to. I can't believe the end of the year is already almost here. It's like really stressing me out that I'm like running out of time to read books this year, but it's gonna be good. I have a good feeling about November, good feeling about the rest of the year. So that's gonna be it for this video. It's just gonna be a short one, so let me know down in the comments what's high priority on your November TBR. But like this video if you liked it, subscribe, stick around, see more content from me, and I hope that you have the absolute best day. Bye.